I mean, granted, again. Good.
How are you doing, Seth?
Good, sure.
How about what happened with your thumb and how is it now?
Just had practice last week. Just kind of got beat up a little bit, but I'm all good, ready to go for next week.
And what do you think of now that you guys are through camp and ready to get into your regular week? What do you think of the receiving corps and how good this receiving corps can be this year?
I think we can be good. We've been working hard. We got me, Judy coming back, as well as Isaiah, Thrash, more guys, DC. We're looking forward to having a great year and competing.
So when you think about your year last year and obviously dealing with the concussion to end the season, what were your feelings, I guess, as you were going through that and coming out of that year?
The concussion stuff last?
Like when missing the last 6 games or whatever.
Just the next time I stepped foot on the field that, I was going to try to go out there and dominate. Obviously I missed the last couple of games, so I'm anxious to get back to the field.
What is it, they seem to have a lot of expectation for you this year to contribute. Just, from your perspective, what does that mean that the organization, has the faith and belief in you to go out and have a big year this year?
It's time to step up. That's how I look at it.
How important was that stretch, though, where you were getting targeted a ton, you were putting up numbers? How important was that for you, confidence-wise?
I think it was important, but kind of like I've been saying, that was last year. Now it's a new year, and I got to go out there again.
The addition of Isaiah Bond, what has he shown you, and what is he adding to your receiving corps so far?
Yeah, I'd be a very energetic guy. Obviously coming with us, joined us a week or two ago now. So he's learning. Great speed, showing that he can run routes. So I'm excited to see what he can do.
Do you feel like you've been able to develop some chemistry with Joe Flacco?
Yeah, I think he was here 2 years ago, so we got a little chemistry back then. But obviously, having OTAs and then having camp now, I feel like it's only developed more.
And when you look at him, I was talking to him yesterday about just the way he throws it.
Mm-hmm.
Does he just feel like a pure passer to you when you watch him throw it?
Yeah, he feels like a pure passer for sure. He's got a great arm, obviously a veteran quarterback, so he knows how to throw the ball.
What kind of confidence does he give to the offense as a whole, Joe, when he's out there?
He gives a big confidence. Obviously he's won a Super Bowl, a 20-year vet now. So, he's played the game for a long time. He's seen every look you can throw at him. So he's cool, he's composed, so it gives us confidence.
Cedric, these first couple years been not disappointing, frustrating for you? I mean, you talked about being on the cusp of a breakout, and the Browns view that way. These first 2 years been difficult?
It's been part of the process. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody's story different. Sure, I'll be lying if I said, I didn't have bigger expectations for myself, but that's just because I'm a competitor. But, everything happens for a reason, and, I'm taking one day at a time, and I'm looking forward to next week in the season.
Said Jamari talked about some of the stuff that he worked on this offseason, specifically like trying to catch the ball better. Just what have you noticed about him coming into camp this year and in that room, and how much are you guys kind of interacting and talking about stuff?
Yeah, Thrash has had a real good camp. Luckily, we're really close, and I just kind of told him, I said, you look like a complete different receiver from last year to this year. Just confidence, smoothness, catching the ball. And I didn't mean in a bad way. I just meant, he's really improved. So I've seen a big difference.
In terms of the four-way quarterback competition, did that detract from the ability to try to get that chemistry going with like a Joe or anything like that, or do you still feel like you've repped it enough?
I feel like we repped it enough. I feel like the coaches put us in a position to get those reps that we needed.
What do you think is to get where you aspire to get to as a player? What has to happen for you this year? What do you hope to accomplish out there?
I just gotta be healthy. If I'm healthy, I know what I can do.
I know this team has this goal of getting that run game strong again, being that the identity is a strong run game for you. What is your mindset and your role of helping that run game out?
Do whatever the coaches need me to do. Get the safety, get the corner, linebacker, etc. Obviously, we want to run the ball, and the receivers are a big part of the run game. Especially me. So, yeah, that's really it.
You've got Dylan Gabriel now, who's one play away. What have you seen from Dylan throughout this camp?
I've seen growth. Obviously, a rookie quarterback. I get it. Being a rookie, I know how that goes. So, all you can ask for, Dylan, is to improve every day, and I think he's done that.
When we talk about the organization having faith in you, did it say something to you that they didn't really go get another number 2 this offseason, that they just counted on you being that guy?
Yeah, regardless of what happens, I'm always show up and try to compete. But of course, that feels good. But I understand this is a business part. Things can change from today to tomorrow. So I'm always going to be motivated. But obviously, it did feel good. But I got to go out there and show people what I can do.
Just confidence-wise, said, like, how different does it feel entering year 3 now versus like your rookie year a couple years ago?
Oh man, yeah, my rookie year, it's a little nerves and stuff like that. I'll be lying if I say, I don't get a little nervous here and there. But obviously being third year now, comfortable with the offense, the coaches, the speed, I'm ready to go.
Are you aiming for a 1,000-yard season this year?
I have goals. I ain't gonna say them, publicly and stuff like that. I keep it to myself. I'm focused on winning, and that's 1,000 yards, 500 yards, regardless. That's what my focus is on, is winning.
So going back to that run game, I mean, we've seen you lay some guys out. How much do you love that part of it?
Obviously I don't mind it. It don't feel bad, smacking people and stuff like that. Like I said, man, I just want to win. So, anything I can do, 1,000 yards, 1,500 yards, laying people out, that's just what I want to do.
You can't obviously do anything about concussions. So, but what did you do in the off season to come in here as healthy as possible?
Really just try to work on my flexibility. Just try to work on, continue the routes, continue on learning the tree, and just developing as an overall receiver.
So what did you see from a guy like Gage just throughout camp, and his journey is really is rare, and so was that cool to see him make the team?
Yeah, my guy Gage, man, it was really cool, to see him, where he started, to now he's made the team, it's been really cool. I told him, congratulations, because what he did wasn't easy, so he made plays you guys saw, and I'm excited to see his career.
Getting injured, going through that great stretch of games that you had and then getting injured, was it more frustrating for you, or did it give you more confidence of what you can be?
Nah, it was more frustrating because I was ready to take off, but, like I said, last year, new year, this year.
How about Dorian? Do you hope that Dorian catches on somewhere, and would you like to see him get another nice opportunity?
Yeah, of course. Obviously that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So, praying he gets another opportunity. Hopefully we see that. So yeah.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.